training's been very good. We have to take that in context of sort of the situation that we find ourselves in. Obviously, traveling down from Morocco, and you've got to remember we weren't in Casablanca. We were over in Berkane, so we had to travel back to Casablanca before coming down here, and then again connecting through Libreville to come out here to Franceville. So it's been a long journey to get down here. You can imagine there's some tired legs and some tired minds as well with that type of journey, but it was something that couldn't be avoided. So the guys in that context did quite well tonight. We didn't want to do too much with them. It was more to get them out, loosen them up, get some of that travel out of their legs, and then just look at some tactical scenarios on the field, just things that we think will help us tomorrow against Gabon, and also things that we have to be aware of in terms of what our opponents may try to do to hurt us. So I think overall it went well, and it was good for the players to get a feel of the pitch and sort of a sense of the environment of the game. But overall, we're pleased with the session. Everyone's fit for selection. We've got some tough decisions to make in terms of the starting 11, because naturally, having just scored 5 goals and won emphatically against the Seychelles, those players have played well. But at the same time, Gabon will pose different questions than the Seychelles did. So we were looking a little bit at that in training, and we'll make a decision going into the game. Away games in Africa all over the continent are notoriously tricky. The away team, when you look statistically at it, usually only wins about 10% of the time. Home advantage is a huge advantage all over the world, but even more so here on the continent. And so we know it's not easy. It doesn't matter who you're playing against, whether it's a high-ranked team or a low-ranked team. An away game, especially at their home venue, is always very challenging. For Gabon, they're a team that have some very good players, historically have done very well. And we know that they have the potential to hurt us if we don't play at our maximum. But we also know that we have players who can exploit their weaknesses. And so when we sort of step back and look at the two teams side by side, we think it's quite an even matchup. They've got players who we have to be cautious of. We definitely have players that they have to be cautious of. And I think it's going to be quite an even match. And really it's about, I think it'll be about the team who rise to the occasion. And also I think it'll be about the individuals who are involved in those big moments. When that big chance falls to somebody, do they have the coolness, the composure to take advantage of it? And equally defensively, maybe the goalkeepers might be required to pull out a big save. Maybe a defender will have to pull out a big tackle. I think it will be a relatively open game. Gabon being at home in front of their fans are going to want to come and attack and win the game. But we also know that for us, probably attack is also the best form of defense. So we're going to go into the game confident. We believe we can win, but we know that that's not easy. We've got to be at our best if we're going to be able to take 3 points, but it's something we believe is possible. And look, if we can do that, we might come back, to Banjul next week, second in the group. That's what it means for us if we can take 3 points in the game. But yeah, for us, it's about, look, it's very early in the journey together. Obviously, between the Seychelles game and this game, we've done very little training. And it's more about let's continue on that path. Whether that brings us 3 points or not, we'll have to wait and see. But we've said to the guys, go and be confident, believe in yourselves, support each other, go and try and play enjoyable attacking football, but at the same time be ready to defend when that's required. And yeah, we're looking forward to the game.